All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and today I wanted to talk to you guys once again about this new World Boss Legend Plus game mode that was added for Black Swan in the new update, because I seen a lot of you guys reacting to my video from yesterday where I was saying that the rewards, although they are better than before, they are still mediocre considering the fact that this game mode is requiring that you use tier 4 characters to participate. Now, some of you guys are saying you can get more carbonadium than ever before. You can now average close to 250 per day, as opposed to before where you were getting anywhere from 150 if you were unlucky to about 180 to 190. Yes, a substantial increase of about 60 per day, but that is not enough when you consider that it is not only carbonadium that you need to tier for your characters. You also need life seed and Soul of the Faltine. Currently, you cannot get any Soul of the Faltine from World Boss Legend, so they need to either consider a couple things here. Because yesterday, in the 5 runs that I did, I only got life seed once. That will eventually cause a bottleneck where you will have a lot of carbonadium, but not enough life seed. And since you get no Soul of the Faltine from here, eventually you're going to have to buy Soul of the Faltine if you want the tier 4 characters.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Keep that in mind when you're saying silly stuff like, yeah, now you can tier 4 characters faster than ever because you're going to be getting 250 carbonadium per day. Most of you guys are not going to be in the situation where you have a significant amount of life seed, so much so that you don't need to worry about it. The reason why my account looks like this, so lopsided, is because when tier 4s first came out, I was buying the packs on a regular basis, and then I stopped buying them, and I also stopped tier 4ing every character. So because of this, I ended up in a situation where I have a lot of life seed. Eventually this will dwindle down to the point where I have maybe half of the life seed compared to carbonadium, and Soul of the Faltine will look very similar to this as well. You're gonna have a bottleneck situation where you have maybe 15 and 16,000 carbonadium and maybe 6 or 7,000 Soul of the Faltine and life seed, and that's gonna force you to go into the shop and buy more Soul of the Faltine and life seed, or not be able to tier 4 characters. Keep in mind that they've been aggressively increasing the amount of tier 4 characters that they release on a monthly basis, and they've also been choosing the most expensive ones like Odin, Beta Ray Bill, Madeline Pryor, Silver Surfer, Gladiator. These characters cost anywhere from 1.2 to 1.5 times more tier 4 materials on average than your regular characters like Ghost Rider. So if that is the case, what is going to happen when they decide to start throwing the tier 4s for characters like Black Swan, who's a tier 3 native, Kang, who's a tier 3 native, Sentry, who's a tier 3 native, Gore, Null, etc.? What do you think is gonna happen? You're gonna run out of materials extremely quickly, because these characters are obviously gonna cost you upwards of 1.5 to 1.8, maybe 2 times more materials than your regular tier 4s like your Spider-Man. Come on, guys. I don't have to be a mathematician. You don't have to be either. Eventually, you're gonna run into a dangerous bottleneck where you don't have enough materials to tier 4 characters, even though technically they're giving you more tier 4 materials than ever before. So just wanted to say that at the start of the video here. What I'm gonna do is actually show you guys the results of my 5 clears today, not the 5 fights themselves, just the rewards, because I want to give you guys an idea of how much we're getting on a daily basis and what the drops look like. Another thing that I want to touch on in this video is currently there is a bug that allows you to load in sometimes with characters that are not tier 4, even though this game mode requires that you use tier 4 characters specifically. As you can see, none of my tier 3 characters show up in the selection screen here. However, if I go into the team up page and I click on a specific character, I can then select a team, and look at that, lo and behold, I have a team with tier 3 and transcended characters. And sometimes if you just keep pressing this enough, you might be able to load in and beat the stage, Other times you will be greeted with this error screen and it will just keep popping up and you won't be able to load in. This is a bug. Eventually it will be patched out. You're not supposed to be able to load in here with characters that are below tier 4. So if you're able to get in and you get some clears in, cool, but don't expect that to be the case. Now I don't expect anyone to get banned or anything like that for using this bug, because obviously is their fault. None of the other bosses have this thing where it allows you to load in with tier 2 characters. In my opinion, I think the reason why this is showing up like this is because this was a last minute change. And what I mean by a last minute change is I don't think they initially intended for Black Swan to require tier 4 characters specifically, and they just wanted to find a way to basically force more people to tier 4 characters and justify it. But don't be alarmed if you see people uploading videos where they're able to use characters that are tier 3 or transcended in this new Legend Plus game mode. It's not supposed to happen. It's a bug. It's gonna be fixed eventually, and if you do it, I don't expect you to get banned or nothing like that. But anyways, let's get into the video. All right, so first up, as you can see, we got 34 and 13. So we're averaging close to 50, and I did not get a book, so we got a book selector. So we go ahead and we collect our book selector, leave that in the inventory for later. All right, so we just wrapped up another one. We got 16 and we got 64 life seed and 39 carbonadium. Okay, it's nice to see some life seed in the mix. All right, boys, so we just finished up another one. Got another 14 for the bonus for the day. No life seed in sight, and we're looking at 39. So again, averaging close to 50. Looks like it. Now, for any of you guys who want to know who you need for stage 9, as you can see, you need Ant-Man.
Y'all killing me with this. You killing me, man.
So if you haven't tier 4'd Ant-Man, because he's not one of the greatest tier 4s in the game, if you want to push past this without paying, which I ain't doing, you're gonna need Ant-Man. And another one falls, and another one falls, and another one bites the dust. Alright, so let's see what we get this time. Alright, so we got life seed. Okay, that's good. That's good to see. 16 and 14. Yeah, so it looks like we're averaging over 50. Like 50 is the minimum, it looks like. And we use the most stacked team in history. Let's see what we get here at the end. So we got life seed again. So it looks like complaining works, but realistically it's all luck based. Keep that in mind. So let's say on average you get more life seed over here. If that's the case and the drops are looking like this on a daily basis, I wouldn't be complaining about it, but we still need to do something about the bottleneck that's gonna occur for Soul of the Falcon. Like, I honestly think what they need to do, and some of you guys who are newer to the game are gonna complain about this, but I realistically think they need to get rid of tier 2 materials and tier 3 materials from here. Like, it doesn't make sense why you need tier 4 characters to participate in this game mode, but you're giving me tier 2 materials. Legitimately stupid, right? Get rid of this stuff, because you can already farm this stuff from story mode. Like, look at that, I got 100 and something thousand, bro. And you guys can say, oh, you've been playing for so long. Even my free to play account has a bunch of these materials. So even if you're free to play, eventually you're gonna get to the point where you don't need this stuff. But you know what you're always gonna need at this point, bro? Tier 4 materials. So get rid of this stuff, or give us the chance, or give us the ability to like select what rewards we want instead of these, bro. Like, if you guys are at the point where you still need tier 2 and tier 3 materials from this high level content,
Stop it. Get some help.
okay, give us a chance to select what rewards we want, like there are in other games, bro, where you can select chance up for certain rewards to drop. It doesn't make sense. Next up on the agenda is this woman right here. Let's see how much she's gonna take from me. We're starting out at 250 million gold. I'm guessing it's probably gonna take about 80 million. Okay, we're gonna speed through this. First up, we're just gonna use bios. Get her leveled up, boom, then rank her up. We got these cube things that we need. Okay, let's auto combine. We need 6 of them bad boys. Boom, done. Next, let's rank up again. We need 5 of these. Go ahead and auto combine. Make 5 of these bad boys. Boom, boom, boom. Bye bye gold. Boom. We gonna need 4 of those bad boys, but we gotta level her up first. I got tons of bios, and if you guys are short on bios, bro, all you gotta do is be playing story mode. Story mode is gonna give you a ton of bios. Like, you should not be short on bios. Combine, make 4 of these bad boys. 9 milli. Golly. Okay, go ahead and pop that. But yeah, over time, story mode will end up giving you a lot of bios. Let's go ahead and level her up. Anybody that already has tier 4, truthfully, I could use anybody's bio that I put. Alright, so we need 3 of these bad boys. 1, 2, 3. That's 15 million. La million. Golly, boy. And then another 3 just to use said 15 million that I just gave you. Like, holy. Alright. Princess of the Hidden City. Golly. Okay. And then we need 2 of these bad boys. Boom. 22 million. Golly. Imagine when we get a tier 4 native, how much gold they're gonna eat up, dog. Like, what the actual hell? We're already like 60 mil deep. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Cyclops, he's not a tier 4 yet. I don't see myself tier 4 anytime soon. Even for this new content. They can't squeeze me for that. Not yet. Not yet. I don't think. Nah, they gotta give him a uniform and make him an actual good DPS. Alright, so we need more books. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna need to go get those 2 books. Lone Swan. So we can jump to the event shop here because that's about to end in a couple days. And I pretty much always just use it on a book selector because that's where the bottleneck always is. That's one good thing I gotta give them praises for, like that guarantee of you getting a selector after 2 days for a book is blessed. Go ahead and do that. Jump back over here. Where is this girl? Get that last mastery done. Coolio, level her up. I'll go deep on you. Alright, so that's done. And then the work is still not done. We're like, what, 70 mil in and we still gotta reroll the eyes. So, holy. And oh, we still gotta level up the skills, dog. Like, holy. Yo, look at this shit, dog. So yeah, this is, I forgot. Yeah, it's 100 mil. It's 100 mil. Minimum. Yeah. Dios mío. Oh, I'm hurting, bro. It's 100 mil and we don't even have her level 70 yet. So she's basically useless. And the crazy part is, she's gonna be tier 3. The content that you unlock her from, you will not be able to use her in. Not because she is weak per se, like let's say she doesn't have like a PvE kit or nothing. No, simply because of the fact that she's a tier 3 character and you can't use tier 3 characters to fight Black Swan. So you can't use Black Swan to fight Black Swan. Like, not even the gold. The gold alone is gonna be like 100 mil to get her gears and everything done, get her level 80 and whatnot. But then the amount of like live seed, carbonadium and everything is gonna be mad, bro. So like, I don't even want her to get tier 4. Power of Angry Hulk is what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna cut through this because it's probably gonna take forever in a day. All right, so we got a little bit luckier than I thought. As you can see, we're only down to 164. However, the work doesn't end there, okay? The work does not end there, boys. Let's go ahead and finish off this shit. Well, not even finish off. We just gotta get it. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know what kind of drugs I was on when I said she should have been tier 4 native, because here's the thing, logically it makes sense for her to be tier 4 native just because they require you to use tier 4s to unlock the character. So it makes no sense for you to imagine if you, when they released the Blackwater and they were like, okay, so you need tier 2 characters to fight against Infinity Thanos, because it was Infinity Thanos, Proxima Midnight and all those guys when they first came out, but those characters come at tier 1 and you can't use them to fight themselves. And I'm saying, like, imagine if that was the case. Like, if you were here when those characters came out, when Thanos and the Blackwater first came to the game, imagine when Cable first came out, Quicksilver, all those guys. Imagine if you had to unlock them, but you couldn't use them to fight themselves. Like, that's the stupidest thing ever. Like, it legitimately is stupid, right? So that's part of the reason, no, that is the primary reason why I said she should have been tier 4 native. But at the exact same time, looking at the cost to build her, bro, I don't want I don't want a tier 4 native any fucking time soon, dog. Like, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh my god, it's insane, the cost. And we still have to do gear 25 when we get her, and then we gotta get her to level 70, so that's still like another like 30 mil. And then, yo, since she's a PvP character, because you can't really use her against yourself, so we probably will use her to do some stuff against the other bosses in PvE. But then, since she's PvP primarily, you want to chain amplify and get all 5 slots amplified, because you're gonna stack her, because especially since she's a tier 3 character, she's gonna need all of the extra stats, bro. She's gonna need all of the stats to be as close to tier 4 as possible. So extra, I'll take 4 for now, because once we get her up to level 70, then we're gonna have to come back here. I'm just gonna give you guys the bare minimum to make her usable. I was like, oh wow, we got really lucky here. We got really lucky for those two. Granted, like, extremely lucky would be getting type amplified 5, right? But we got really lucky on those. So yeah, this is definitely a pain that I had forgotten about. It was so long ago that I built a tier 3 native, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and when I built Kang, I had way more gold because they weren't actively trying to screw us by releasing like a bunch of tier 2 native tier 4s right after each other. So I had a bunch of gold. Like, at that point, I think I had like 500-600 million. But nowadays, bro, it's hard to have that much gold with how many of these really expensive characters they're releasing. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Longer video than usual, but holy shit, that ate my gold, bro. That was like 110, and we're not even done. Like, she's gonna need another like 40 million. So it's like 150 is the minimum to get Black Swan to be usable. 150 million. Keep that on reserve, keep that on retainer. I'm definitely not gonna be building her on my free-to-play account anytime soon, because I'm actively trying to build up my roster and that account, and I'm never having more than like 50 million gold at a time. Like, that's crazy, boy.